What if the unthinkable happened? What would the aftermath of a Third World War look like? In this era of advanced technology and globalization, warfare has evolved into a complex beast. The face of conflict now extends beyond the conventional battlefield, permeating every aspect of our interconnected societies. It's not just about soldiers with rifles anymore, it's about cyber warfare, unmanned drones, and even the potential use of nuclear weapons. Imagine a world where a minor conflict could escalate rapidly due to our global interconnectedness. A spark in one corner of the world could ignite a wildfire that engulfs the entire globe. In the blink of an eye, a local skirmish could transform into a catastrophic global conflict. The potential role of nuclear weapons in such a conflict is a terrifying prospect. These devastating tools of destruction have the power to obliterate entire cities, causing unfathomable loss of life and irreversible environmental damage. The mere thought of such a reality is enough to send shivers down anyone's spine. But let's not forget about cyber warfare, a new and equally dangerous front. In a world where we're more connected than ever, the potential for cyber attacks to disrupt and damage is immense. Picture a scenario where critical infrastructures like power grids, hospitals, and communication networks are hacked and rendered useless. It's a chilling thought, isn't it? And then there's artificial intelligence, the wild card in this hypothetical conflict. AI has the potential to revolutionize warfare, with autonomous weapons and advanced surveillance technologies that could tip the scales in favor of whoever wields them. But the ethical implications are profound. What happens when machines decide who lives and who dies? As we grapple with these potential realities, it's clear that a Third World War would be unlike anything we've ever seen. It's a terrifying prospect, one that we must do everything in our power to prevent. Now imagine the world has been engulfed by this war, and we're at the brink of an end. Picture this, a world caught in the throes of the most destructive war ever seen. Our hypothetical journey begins with the spark that lights the fuse. A major geopolitical event, perhaps an assassination or controversial election, triggers a cascade of military mobilizations. Countries begin to take sides, forming alliances and engaging in shadowy power plays. The world becomes a global chessboard. As tensions rise, technological advancements take center stage. New weapons, unseen and unheard of, are unleashed. From autonomous drones to cyber attacks crippling entire nations, the face of war is forever changed. The race for supremacy is not just on land, sea, or air, but also in the digital realm and outer space. The war intensifies, battle lines are drawn and redrawn. Every nation is now a participant, willingly or not. Cities crumble, monuments fall, and the human cost becomes incalculable. The world plunges into a seemingly endless cycle of conflict, each new battle more devastating than the last. Yet, even amidst the chaos, diplomacy remains a beacon of hope. Behind closed doors, world leaders and diplomats labor tirelessly, seeking a path to peace. Ceasefires are proposed, broken, and renegotiated, each one a small step toward resolution. Throughout the war, society evolves. The conflict forces a rapid acceleration of technological and societal change. New forms of communication emerge, fostering global connectivity even in the face of division. The world becomes more united, more aware of the shared humanity that binds us all. Finally, after what feels like an eternity, a breakthrough. A major power capitulates, setting off a domino effect. One by one, nations lay down their arms. The war machine grinds to a halt. The world breathes a collective sigh of relief. After countless battles, ceasefires, and negotiations, the world finally sees a glimmer of hope. The war has ended. What does the world look like now? Imagine a world much like a phoenix rising from ashes, beginning to rebuild after the devastation of the Third World War. The planet's geopolitical landscape has shifted dramatically. Nations that were once powerhouses have been reduced to mere spectators, while others have risen to the forefront, crafting a new world order. The balance of power is no longer what it used to be, and with it, the chessboard of international relations is being redrawn. Economically, the world is in recovery mode. The war's immense financial toll has led to a global recession, deeper than any we've seen before. Yet within this crisis lies an opportunity. Economies are being reinvented, moving away from traditional systems to more sustainable and resilient models. It's a time of unprecedented innovation and entrepreneurship, where new industries are sprouting from the remnants of the old. Society, too, has undergone a transformation. The war has shaken us to our core, prompting a reevaluation of what truly matters. We've become more united, more compassionate, and more understanding of our shared humanity. The social fabric, though torn and frayed, is being mended with threads of solidarity and empathy. Technology has played an instrumental role in this post-war world. It's not just about rebuilding what was lost, but about reimagining what can be. Advanced robotics are aiding in reconstruction efforts, AI is driving economic resurgence, and virtual reality is providing an escape for those grappling with the war's emotional aftermath. The digital revolution, accelerated by the war, is now a beacon of hope in a world reshaping itself. Yet amidst these changes, one truth remains: the scars of war run deep. The world bears the physical marks of battle, but the psychological wounds are perhaps even more profound. Healing will take time, patience, and a collective commitment to peace. The world is forever changed, but it's not the end, rather a new beginning. This is a world reborn from the ashes of conflict, a world that's learned the hard way that the cost of war is too high. As we navigate this new reality, let's remember, it's not about returning to what was, but about moving forward to what can be. In the ashes of the old world, a new one begins to rise. As we look to the horizon, what do we see? A future reborn from the fires of conflict, a future where humanity has learned from its past and is taking strides towards a more peaceful, collaborative world. Imagine a world where nations no longer see each other as adversaries, but as partners, where disputes are resolved, not on the battlefield, but around the negotiation table. This is the world we envision, a world where we've learned the hard lessons of the Third World War and have vowed never to repeat them. And what role does technology play in this future? A significant one, to say the least. Technology, once a tool of warfare, has the potential to become the cornerstone of peace. We're talking about artificial intelligence systems that can mediate international disputes, cybersecurity measures that prevent digital arms races, and surveillance technologies that promote transparency and trust among nations. Picture this: a world where technology is used to foster dialogue, to bridge cultural divides, to promote mutual understanding and cooperation. A world where technology is not a weapon, but a tool for peace. A world where every nation has a voice, and every voice is heard. We see a future where technology aids in the global sharing of resources, ensuring that no nation is left wanting. A world where technology helps us understand and respect our differences, rather than exploit them. A world where technology is the great equalizer, leveling the playing field for all nations, big or small. But this future is not guaranteed. It's a future that we must work towards, a future that requires our commitment, our effort, and most importantly, our unity. We must remember the lessons of the past and strive to create a world where such horrors are never repeated. From the ashes, we rise, stronger, wiser, and more determined than ever to prevent such a catastrophe from happening again. This is our future, a future we must strive for, a future we must build together. What can we, as a global society, learn from this grim possibility? The lessons are manifold, the implications profound. Let's revisit the key points discussed throughout this exploration, and piece together the lessons we can take away from the potential end of a hypothetical Third World War. Firstly, the importance of global cooperation cannot be overstated. Our world is interconnected like never before. Actions reverberate across borders, and consequences are seldom confined to a single nation. The war scenario we've envisaged highlights the catastrophic outcomes when this interconnectedness is ignored. If we are to avoid such a grim future, it is crucial that we foster a spirit of unity, understanding, and mutual respect among nations. Secondly, we must recognize the vital role of conflict resolution. Disputes and disagreements are inevitable. However, the path we choose to navigate these conflicts can mean the difference between a peaceful resolution and a disastrous war. The lessons from history are clear. Diplomacy, dialogue, and compromise are our best tools in resolving conflicts, and we must continually strive to perfect our use of these tools. Lastly, let's not forget the role of technology in this hypothetical war. Technology, when wielded irresponsibly, has the potential to wreak havoc on a scale unimaginable. Yet, the same technology holds the key to solving many of our most pressing problems. The lesson here is not to fear technology, but to handle it with care, to use it responsibly, and to ensure that it is always in service of humanity, not against it. As we reflect on these lessons, let's remember that they are not merely hypothetical. They are real, actionable insights that can guide our decisions and behavior today. The Third World War is a horrific possibility, but it's one that we have the power to prevent. The future, as always, is uncertain, But one thing is clear, our actions today will shape the world of tomorrow. Let's choose wisely, act responsibly, and strive for a future of peace, unity, and prosperity. Remember, the future is in our hands.